Hello everybody. Now, I just decided to turn on this and ask you guys a quick question. So, I'm making a budget Sig River guide deck. Right now, the cost is about $14 to $81. So, that's about where we're at. That's good for me. I don't want it to go up or down from there. But in this deck, we have Archetype of Imagination. It's a 3/2 for 6. Creatures you control have flying. Creatures your opponents control lose flying and can't have or gain flying. Azami, Lady of Scrolls. Tap an untapped wizard you control, draw a card. Good draw engine, considering that Sig himself is a merfolk. Oh yeah, that worked. In that a lot of the merfolks are wizards, like Downer Eminent, Enclave Cryptologist, Harbinger of Tides, Judge of Current. Coral Helm Guide, 2/1 merfolk, can make anything unblockable, which Sig can almost do himself. So, I'm wondering if that can be taken out or not. Deep Channel Mentor, blue creatures can't be are unblockable. In a blue-white deck with mostly blue merfolk. Downer Eminent. It's a 1/1 for 1. Whenever a player plays a blue spell, you may pay 1. If they do, they mill 2. It's a nice thing to have around. Dump some mana into. Nice mana sink. Enclave Cryptologist, starts out as a 1/1 and then eventually levels itself up to just draw a card. Which, okay card draw engine. Harbinger of Tides, can bounce something and come out at flash speed. Judge of Currents, whenever a merfolk you control becomes tapped, you gain a life, which works really well when you consider, like, Azami, or where is it? Merfolk just do really good, like, tricks when they tap and untap. Kopala, Warden of Waves, spells your opponents cast a target of merfolk you control, which are almost all of our creatures. Cost 2 more to cast, and whenever I target them, it costs 2 less. So, that's good to have in there. And she herself is a merfolk wizard at that. Lul Mage Mentor. I can't talk today. Whenever a spell or ability you control counters a spell, put a 1/1 blue merfolk token into play, which, once you see some of our instants of sorceries, you see quite a bit of counter spells, because those are fun. And then you can tap 7 untapped merfolk, which with all the tokens it makes, you can tap 7 merfolk I control and counter target spell. Master of the Pearl Trident is an auto-include in any merfolk deck. I've actually already got the piece to that IRL, so, merfolk get +1/+1 on Landwalk. That's cool. Master of Waves makes a bunch of elementals. This one I'm not sure about, though. I feel like it'd be better in mono blue, but, we still have quite a bit of blue devotion. Like, Azami over here has 3 blue. If you can't see that, I know you can't. Merfolk Looter, digs through cards I don't want and cards I do want. Merfolk Sovereign, have that one, IRL too. A 2/2 for 3 merfolk, it pumps all the merfolk and can make them unblockable. Merfolk Trickster, good thing to just flash out if anybody's gonna, do anything that you don't like. Like tap a Niv Mizzet. Once it almost Curiosity's off, gives it a 1 full rotation to kill us. Or at least have somebody find an answer. Another auto included Marrow Harbinger, 2/3 Island Walk, search for a merfolk card, put it on top of your library, just tutors out a merfolk. I can get any of these that I need for any situation. If I need a bunch of tokens to block, if I need protection, if I just want to tap some merfolk, if I need card draw, I can get really anything. Marrow Reedry, auto-include. Whenever you cast a merfolk spell, untap a permanent, buffs your merfolk as well, all for 3. This is a 2-3 for 3, or if it's late game, it can pump a merfolk, and it is a merfolk itself. Each wizard you control comes into play with an additional 1/1 on it. Sig's a river. Sig is a wizard. That's a wizard. That's a wizard. That's a wizard. That's a wizard. It's great. All the wizard's energy right there. We can also remove a 1/1 counter from anything and put a 1/1 and draw a card. That's for all the untap and tap tricks. Like we got going with whenever that taps, I get to draw a card, and then I can untap it for 2 and draw another card. And that'll also gain life from the judge. Or were we? Oh yeah. Stony Brook Banneret. You know, just making all our stuff cost less. 1/1 Island Walk isn't bad either. Stony Brook Schoolmaster. These magic cards are gonna fucking kill me. When it becomes tapped, hey, it's cool tap stuff. Put a 1/1 blue merfolk into play. Tap this. Merfolk gets 1/1 and Island Walk. We can also make stuff islands if they're not already islands. When this comes into play, it taps down all of a target opponent's creatures. That can win games. Thada Adela Cusadora, you know, can help go get artifacts for me. Nice to get an extra soul ring. Tidal Warrior, make stuff an island. Good 1/1 for 1. Wonderwine Prophet. When this comes into play, I champion a merfolk. Easy. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, I may sacrifice a merfolk if I do take an extra turn. I really like this with, where is she? Stony Brook Schoolmaster, because then I could just have Sig give her protection from a color, swing in with both, make that merfolk token, and then have him sack it to take an extra turn and repeat this process forever. Waterspout Weavers is fun. A 3/3 for 5 at the beginning of your upkeep. Look at the top card of your library. If it shares a type, which all my things are wizards or merfolk, reveal it. If I do, each creature you control gains flying until end of turn. Which is cool. Grant some extra evasion that I already have. 4/3 for 5, flying. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, scry 2. Azurius Charm for 1 white and a blue. Can do one of those. Brainstorm, Disenchant for enchantments. That for card draw. Counter target spell, scry 1 for 3 mana. Nice little counter spell to keep up. Does Hindering Light, make a stand. This is great because they can't cast spells for any of the other turns. Syncopate, Telling Time, Approach of the Second Sun. That's a good alternate win condition that I like to keep in there. Aqua's Will, nice to make something an island if anybody's not in blue. Day of Judgment for wrath effects. This for just general card draw with our merfolk. Dusk, another board wipe, and most of our merfolk aren't going to have a power over 3, so Thyrexian Rebirth, Ponder, Summon the School's nice, especially with Wonderwine Prophet, Azurius Signet, Bennett of Thassa, Bydrant of Thassa, Commander Sphere, Hedron Archive, Jandor Saddlebags. I feel like there's a more efficient untapper. So if you guys know one, please put it in the comments. That's just what I have. Obelisk of Erd, that's just nice in most tribal decks. Of course, Soul Ring, because Soul Ring. Running 40 lands, a command tower, an evolving wilds, 17 islands, 16 plains, Reliquary Tower, all the tap gain life lands, Wonderwine Hub for Merfolk, Terramorphic Expanse, Deeper Waters, Freed from the Real, Marrow Commence, and Military Intelligence. If you guys have any suggestions of what to put in here and what to take out, I'd love to hear them, because I'm still working on this. Try to keep it really budget. I know Cyclonic Rift and Consecrated Sphinx and those kind of things would be good, but they're like 20 bucks a piece, man. That's like 1/3 of this entire deck. So, try to keep it under $10 is what I'm shooting for. See you guys later.